Okay, so my name is Elaine Bordeaux. I'm a lawyer and I'm also a sculptor. In today's presentation, in my pitch is about a Filipina disruptor of her time. And the title of my pitch is Finding Maggie, the Lioness of Asia. Okay, so this is Magdalena Leones, a Filipina hero. Does anybody know her? No, not really, right? She died in California, 2016, but I want to tell you her story. Okay, before that, let me tell you about my background. So I was nominated, and I didn't really know what I was nominated for. So I thought it was because of my art projects, because we're building the Dr. Rizal monument. So I was so excited, but then when I read it, it's about, it's in the builder category, fixing a broken system, and I'm an immigration lawyer for 15 years now. Just to tell you briefly about what I did in the past, when I came to the US, I was a lawyer from the Philippines, and of course, our Philippine education, it was nothing. You know, I cannot practice law in the United States, so I had to start from scratch. And I had to go to law school, and I went to Loyola in New Orleans, and I graduated top of my class. And fast forward, I became a lawyer, but I am a human rights lawyer, an immigration lawyer. So I didn't really make a lot of money, so I want you all to make money so you can fund my art project. But fast forward, I became a lawyer, and I represented hundreds of victims of human trafficking from the Philippines. I don't know if you heard about the 300 Louisiana teachers who were defrauded in California, and I worked with the Southern Poverty Law Center. I was the immigration lawyer that helped them. I submitted 300 immigration applications for T-visa, humanitarian visa. I didn't even think about getting denied, but looking back now, it's like, what if they get denied? Imagine 300 applications. But they all got approved, and I was able to help 200 welders from Louisiana, all defrauded. And I was in Louisiana when there's an explosion. It's what we call black elk explosion. So what they did in the Philippines was to recruit these welders, put them in these really bad oil platforms. Because the insurance per worker is only $50,000, if I'm not mistaken, the POEA insurance. So if a Filipino dies in the platform, the company will only pay $50,000. Oh, 50,000 pesos. Yeah. And this is another thing, Attorney Kapunan, Panyera. There's a contract that was sealed by big shipping companies, that because of that contract, the Filipinos cannot file the case in the United States. They have to go to the Philippines to file the case because of that arbitration contract or arbitration clause. But anyway, I know that I could not do it myself. I have 100 workers with me. So what I did was to get two big law firms from Louisiana and Texas, and they fought the case, they gave the resources. But I had, in the contract, I get an equal share. So I can say that even though I'm a Filipino lawyer, a minority, I got my equal share. And because of that, I was able to pursue what I would like to do, and that is art. So I'm able to go to school at the Barcelona Academy of Arts, able to do the sculptures and everything. Fast forward, I only have 4 minutes left. Okay, the problem with Maggie or Magdalena Leones, nobody is aware of Magdalena. So there's these problems of gender inequality as well as underrepresentation of women and Filipina women's contribution during the war. So these are the issues that we're trying to correct. And my project scope, 2 things. I would like to build a sculpture of Magdalena Leones, a bust in bronze. And I would also like to do a film telling her story. Now, I want to show you some of the works that I did. I have an ongoing exhibition now, which actually proceeds to Madrid. This is Mother Teresa. I also honored FWN100, that's in bronze. And then I did an Aita, mother and child. And of course, I did a Guapong Jose Rizal, which is the only bust made by a Filipina. And I'm doing an iconic 8-foot sculpture of Rizal in Colorado Springs, and I'm inviting all of you next year for the installation of that sculpture. So, these are the target beneficiaries, of course, in the US. We're going to put the bust sculpture in 2 museums in the United States, 2 war museums, and the National Museum of the Philippines. And this is how we're going to market it. And the benefits, of course, of this project, we're going to honor our Filipina Shiro, our original Filipina disruptor. Oh, I forgot to tell you what she did. She actually identified ships. She was incarcerated 3 times, and she learned Nihongo, and she communicated, she was the communicator for General MacArthur to return to the Philippines. And because of that, she, of course, you know, the US and the Philippines defeated Japan and won the war. But with this project, we can empower Filipina. This is a Filipino women empowerment project. We can educate. And my asking for this project is to produce the bust made in pure bronze in Colorado, where I'm based, will cost $10,000. I'm going to waive my fee as a sculptor. That's my donation to the project. If we need 2 busts for 2 national war museums in the United States, we need $20,000. And for the film, $10,000. So you can donate. And if you would like to support my exhibition, it's Courage, November 7, 8, and 10. And I'm not depressed, I'm just an introvert. So during the pandemic, when everybody's suffering mentally, you know, the introverts are thriving. And I'm just very quiet, but I really, really enjoy. And next year, I'm going to be here with more power. Thank you so much.